How are you?
Oh, you know, I'm here. I'm awake. Those are all we can ask of each other at this point in time.
Who are you?
That's a deeper question. First, you know, I'm a Taurus with a Scorpio rising. No, I am, but we don't need to go there. Hi, I'm Ethan.
I'm Emily.
And we're back in the wonderful world of the Flock with What the Flock, our weekly update, our missive from here in Christchurch, New Zealand to the rest of the world. So, we have some things to talk about today, which is good, you know.
Yes.
I'm not sure what those things are. Maybe my new hat pattern. Maybe this Spincycle Knitalong that's coming up that I'm very excited about. I can't speak for you, although you do have some cute... Oh, it's all the way over there.
No, it's all the way over there. That's a different one.
Did you make more than one?
What are we talking about?
Collar.
Oh, no. No, we showed them the collar, though.
Oh, okay, yes. Okay, so we have lots of exciting, fun things to talk to you about. This is so organized. We're so organized and good at this. This is why people come back.
Yeah.
And then... we're going to wrap up how we did with our Flocktober projects. Spoiler alert, one of us succeeded, one of us failed, and it's not the person you think this year. Then we will tell you a little bit, again, we're gonna have a constant drumbeat about our upcoming knit-alongs. And we've got new things in shop, which is really exciting. I'm not sure how it keeps working out that we have new things every week. Probably Kathy.
Yeah. Plus we keep ordering stuff, so.
I know. It's because I'm constantly kind of vaguely bored and then I'm just browsing on the internet for knitting things.
Add to cart.
Yes, I mean, there's worse ways to live, y'all. There's worse ways to live. So, we'll be right back to tell you about our projects, about what's going on, and then you'll be full up on your Flock news for the week. So, it's that time of the podcast where we ask all of you who are watching to do several things. One, please subscribe to this channel because the more of you there are, the more things we get to do, and hopefully one day we won't be here working 40 to 70 hours a week. Emphasis on the 70. There's hope one day in the future for that. Then, number two, if you have already subscribed, if you could like this video, that would be great. And number three, if you could click the little notification bell so that you know when we have a new podcast, we would love that. Also, if you have pets at home, I hear I'm very popular with them. Something about this, the tone of my voice, it must be in their register that they can hear.
Like entertaining them while their owners are gone.
Yes, exactly. Just put on Uncle Ethan for the dogs and you'll come home to happier animals who won't have chewed as much. I make no guarantees about the chewing, but I'm gonna say it, and if you're gonna do it, that's what's working out. Okay, so, Flocktober, that was such a rush. And I didn't finish anything.
Well, you didn't finish the Flocktober things. You did finish several things.
I've made a lot of things during Flocktober, but none of them were my Flocktober project. Projects, plural. I'll start this week. Let's change it up.
Yeah.
I'm nearly finished nothing. I'm nearly finished nothing. I'm still at the same point of clue 3 as I was during the last one. I'm just checking mentally to make sure I haven't knit anymore. It's just tedious. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's really beautiful. I love it. It's a lot of time and energy to devote to something right now at this juncture. And I'm gonna say I should have gone with my gut instinct about Flocktober. At the beginning of Flocktober, my plan was to only cast on the Cowl and work on a lot of other things that I had to do. I got caught up in the hype and I started a Bibliophile 3. I knit a whole bunch of it before I cast on, and now it's just kind of languishing. It has one sleeve done and a neckline, and I've just started the other sleeve. And I'm gonna keep chipping away at it, but it's just gonna take as long as it takes at this point. And unfortunately, it's the wrong word. The good thing is my last several knits that I've designed myself have come out the exact way that I want. What's interesting about that is as soon as you get to that point, you don't want to knit anyone else's patterns suddenly.
I feel like it's like with sewing. Like once you can make your own patterns, then you're like, I can just
do this. Yeah, so that's what's happened, is I'm really deeply invested in my own knitting pattern development at the moment, which is necessary because I have to buy groceries. So I need to get very much on top of that, and I very much need to let the other things go for right now.
Yeah, but you're gonna have some fun new patterns coming out very soon.
I am gonna have fun new patterns coming out. I've been really pumping them out, including a sock pattern. out of nowhere. The 29 socks, modeled by my brother in the photos when they come out, taken by my mother.
Aww.
Bless. Because I forgot them in North America. I apparently wrote a sock, tested twice, sent out to test knitters, have photos from test knitters as well, never published them.
Huh.
Yeah, it's just a big old question mark.
Yeah, that's one way to do it.
But, you know, hey, here we are. Now you guys will get a fun new sock pattern. What I'm finishing right now, and I mean literally finishing, I'm weaving in the final end before blocking, is my new hat pattern. And it came out amazing. Now, let's be clear. This is a 1x1 rib hat. If you're a prodigious knitter and you're chilling at home and you're watching this, I bet you could probably write a 1x1 rib hat pattern for yourself. So don't feel the need. I will say I did a really good job with the crown shaping on this hat. This is the wrong side and it looks really cool, and it's funny because I've made a pom-pom to go on top of it.
Just a real low-key, small pom-pom.
I'll show them. But can we talk about how beautiful that crown shaping is
that you're about
on the right side, that I'm about to cover? I did this, in the pattern, it doesn't have this same intricate crown because it's a really big pain to knit. I did it on this one knowing that it wasn't a good idea to put out there because I used a modified center double decrease. So you're at the top of this hat, you've only got like 16 stitches left. And then I was like, initially had written it with 4 center double decreases and was like, ooh, bulky weight yarn, magic loop, center double decreases. Ooh. And the way I do a center double decrease is you slip 2 stitches knitwise at once, and then you knit a stitch, and then you have to pass them both over.
Oh, that wouldn't be fun.
Especially not in bulky weight and not with this density of gauge. It would have just been bad for everyone. So I didn't put that into the pattern. It's just knit 2 togethers in the actual pattern, which is really good because this way was heinous. But I did make a sensible pom-pom to crown my achievement.
So cool. Did you ever have a cush ball?
Yes. Oh my God, because I was really into Rosie O'Donnell. Early signs of my later in life lesbianism.
I had one that I feel like was these colors.
Yeah, this was like the signature for a while, but this is going to be spectacular when it's finished. Yeah.
And I may or may not have like squirrel hoarded the bits he cut off to like use as something.
May or may not have. Definitely did. This is taking
fish out of the.
This is taking my waste yarn reclamation to a new dark place. It was the cut off little pieces this time.
It's going to be like I have a plan this time.
No, I believe you.
I have those like refillable Christmas
balls.
I'm going to fill it with this.
It'll be great.
And I'll glow in the dark.
I'm super excited. That will be really neat, actually. So I love this. I'm really pleased with how it came out. It's knit to the same proportions and volumes as my other hats in the series, one of which is hopefully somewhere in this shop.
There's lots, but they're around.
No, but hopefully there's a little cashmere one somewhere. I might have taken it home. Let's all pray together.
There's your tweedy one and the blue one.
No, I knit a new cashmere one in the fingering weight that goes with this, and I meant to show them together side by side, like this, with 2 hands.
Is it in that bag? Because there was the color?
No, this is my sock bag, because I have a sock thing that I'm doing as well. Because I have a lot of...
As you were.
I have many things on the go.
So you've made 2 hats in the last week?
Yeah, a fingering weight hat on a 2.75mm needle and a bulky weight hat. I also knit a pair of socks during Flocktober. I finished my High Street pullover. I finished the Svensson, including the blocking and the seaming. I got all of that finished, and I'm most of the way through the Mystery Knitalong. So it was a productive month. It just wasn't productive in the way I assumed it would be, which is fine. And I also learned a new thing during this month, which I talk about on the Flock Online next week, which I'm very excited about and cannot believe I didn't know about it sooner. So Flock Online members will get to hear about that in my opinions first, and then the rest of you will find out about it as I remember to talk about it.
Is it about ice cream sandwiches?
No. I have had to stop getting the ice cream sandwiches. I originally bought them to do a recorded taste test because I thought it would be funny. And then all I did was eat them.
I'm like,
and then I was like, I'm gonna go get more. These ones will survive at least until Elise, who I live with, gets home from Australia. There are no ice cream sandwiches left in my house.
I just keep doing that. You know, there's like those old photos of like little girls stood outside doll shops. Like,
is that what you're doing?
I just go to the freezer and I'm like, I really want to buy it, but it's $8.50 for one ice cream sandwich, and then I force myself to keep walking.
I shall not be commenting how many of those I have purchased.
They are worth it. But
anyway. With that note, a very serious hat has been finished. But this is great news because I'm going to have my plump off hat and plump off cowl patterns ready for you for the Spincycle Knitalong that starts and ends on very different dates than what I wrote down somewhere, which is hilarious. Like, I saw the thing, very carefully took notes, wrote the dates down completely wrong somehow. So I'll go fix that at some point or not. You'll find out.
I feel like I might need a vibe check collar to match my other one. It's so cool.
The plump is freaking amazing. So if you guys aren't aware, Spincycle is running a knit-along from November 4th till December 12th for patterns designed to be knit with plump. So this one will qualify, which is great. I love plump. I'm actually quite mad for it. And I have more at home. I'm gonna make not one, but 2 Koyo hats by the amazing Olga Baria-Kefelian. It is almost my very good friend's birthday, so I'm going to knit her one in double midsummer, or possibly midsummer and Verba Volant. I'm gonna look at it today and see, because I think that would be... We do. Yeah, and then I'm gonna make myself one in Under the Wave and Castaway, which we are sold out of already, but I actually bought mine from another yarn shop. But we didn't have plump at the time and I wanted it.
Yes.
I don't feel bad. It was from Lupine. We love Alana and Katrine and the whole team at Lupine. You never feel bad buying yarn from them. But yes, so if you're looking for great patterns, we can help you with that. I'm actually gonna do a plump pattern roundup for both the Flock online and here. And I'm gonna make a video about it and put it up. So it's gonna be an extra podcast feature next week. You're gonna get a second episode. Boom, boom.
I do also have a bundle on my Ravelry for plump.
Great. So good.
So my Ravelry's cotton candy designs.
Now, may I ask, for the purpose of this knit-along, it has to be patterns designed for plump?
So not all of those are, but some of them are.
Great.
Yeah.
So that is really exciting. So go find some great plump patterns. We can't wait to see what you make for the knit-along. It's a really long time domain for things that won't take long to knit.
My collar took like 3 days.
Yeah, I knit this yesterday.
Yeah.
After dinner. While watching Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
I feel like that's what I'm going to be doing tonight.
Okay, great. So that's pretty much me in a nutshell at the moment, knitting-wise. I'm going to be casting on an Elton cardigan as soon as I go home, possibly. I have to rewind a ball of yarn because it's been through the wars because I've taken it, no, my fault. I've taken it back and forth home in its project bag and it's got a lot of silk in it. And so it's just gotten a little muntered, but that's okay because there's a whole other reason that I want to rewind it, which has nothing to do with that. I'm a very strange person and we're just gonna live with that for the moment. So, Emily, what's up with you? Hit me.
I am being
look at that.
Mostly monogamous on my strip cowl.
Yeah, baby. Oh, it's coming along so well.
Yeah, so I'm on the 8th.
That's coming up so fast.
8th repeat. I mean, I have been like every waking moment trying to finish this.
I mean,
determined to finish.
You have set yourself an Ethan level of knitting for the next couple of weeks, so you should tell the people.
I did get a little bit sidetracked yesterday because I might have wound my yarn for my Tessellated Vest. And I started casting on, but I did not read the pattern in advance, and it's 2.75 millimeters, and it's like 340 stitches. And so I started casting on.
Did you have? Could we refer to that as seed stitch scarf PTSD?
I was just like, this is a lot.
Did you like feel it in your body?
Yeah. So I started. I can go back to it. I quite like to start the next thing before I finish, so that I'm like ready to get going. Not that I'm quite at the finishing point with this, but I'm getting there.
Well, 8 out of 10 repeats. That's pretty close.
Yeah.
Do you like? Can I be honest? Can you be as honest with me as possible? Do you like how I've written that pattern?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't love my gauge. That's the only thing I don't like about it. But I feel like that's a multiple issue.
Yeah, there's a couple of things that cause that.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm using metal needles that I don't normally use. I'm using short tips. I'm mixing bases. And what else?
I think that's enough.
That's
enough things to cause a problem, buddy.
I feel like also a lot of because they were mini skeins, and I wound them the same day I wound your Alton thing. And I feel like I did them weird because they've been like loosey-goosey from the start, which probably is not helping.
Yeah, I will say those don't look like your usual winding.
Yeah.
They're off camera to the
like
side,
some
everyone.
colours,
We can see them.
Some of the colour, like the stripe colours, the tension is fine.
Yeah.
Like this one is fine, but this one is not fine. So
That's
I'm
okay.
like, yeah. But hopefully it'll block out a
Don't
bit.
worry. When this podcast is over, I'm going to blow your mind. Because something occurred and I can't believe that I had never heard of this before. And so I'll blow your mind when we're done with this podcast. And then the rest of you get your minds blown next week. Okay, so you have a heap of knitting on the go. So you've got this guy, you're starting your Tessellated Vest, so you'll be ready for Rhinebeck next year.
Yes.
Then...
I also still have my Amber Rose.
That was an attack, everyone. And I am an attacker, and I should...
No, that's not what it's called. Bella Rose shawl.
Bella Rose by Emma
Which
O'Brien.
I've done like a bit on when I get bored of other things.
Yeah, but that's your resting project at the moment, right? Cool.
But I'm really trying really hard to be useful and finish this.
I'm very excited to see it done. I can't wait.
Yeah.
We do also have great sets available right now and not for much longer online for this. It's the strip cowl. It's my pattern. I loved it. I actually quite enjoyed knitting mine. I did mine in a custom set from YarnFloozy, and yeah.
There is one left. One like full YarnFloozy set left.
Ooh, okay.
Just the one.
Just one. So get after that, kids. Okay, this is actually really exciting. You finished your Flocktober project. You were so far underway with your other knitting. Should we pop off and come back and tell them all about your upcoming plan that you just picked up off the floor and discuss some of the beautiful things that we have very small amounts of left already? Oh boy.
If you're quick.
Yeah, and then some other fun upcoming things. So we'll be right back. Okay, so we have Knitalongs to tell you about, right? I still don't have my yarn. Let's never speak of it again.
You have 2 out of 4?
Yes, if anybody has a skein, I'll just, you know what, actually, I'm going to handle it this way. I really want to get knitting. It's my fault. If any of you at home have a skein of YarnFloozy Ambrosia on Savant, I would love to have it. So if you could please email me at getflockedknitting@gmail.com, that would vastly improve my life. I'm also hunting for a skein possibly of Seahorse, but it's the contrast color, so I can wait quite a bit longer, but I actually do need a skein of Ambrosia, and I thought I had more time, and now I've realized if I don't get anything like in the next 7 days, I'm screwed. And we're not expecting more YarnFloozy probably for about another 3-4 weeks. So that's a me problem. Let me be clear here. I caused this problem. Katrine did not cause this problem. Emily did not cause this problem. I caused this problem. Okay, great. So I'm doing a You Rock Knit Along, and I don't have my yarn. If you want to participate in the You Rock Knit Along, we do have kits still. So there are kits online for that as well. Jump on in with us. It will be the most fun you've ever had knitting a shawl. It's brioche, it's beautiful. If none of the kits speak to you, let us know what your preferences are, and we're happy to help put together a kit for you. So that's my plan. It's by Suzanne Summers. You can find it online. But Emily has the more exciting thing to talk about because her knit along has gotten more complicated.
Not for me.
Not for you, but in general, because I think by the end of this week, last week, there's 3 different Alpine Bloom things. There's a hat. There's 2 jumpers now. What's going on?
Oh yeah, the hat's been out for a while though.
Oh, okay. Well,
I wasn't including the hat. Are we including the hat?
I don't know. It's your knit along, Emily.
Well, I mean, if someone wants to, they can do it.
Okay.
So the Alpine Bloom is what I'm gonna make, which is the short sleeve one because that's what I would like in my life right now. Is more short sleeve things.
Hot, or hopefully not hot.
Well, yeah, or hot to wear in the hot.
Yeah.
But she has also released, and I keep forgetting which way around it goes.
Autumn
I feel like
Alpine.
Yeah, I feel like that.
I'm not sure how I got that right.
Roll off the tongue.
I would have said Alpine Autumn, but
yeah, or Autumn Bloom.
Well, I think that we're using like Autumn Alpine. I think makes sense because she's using autumn as an adjective.
Yes, I see. Yeah. Anyway, So you can also make that one if you want to.
Boom, boom.
I don't mind.
Long sleeves.
So that's long sleeves. It's still using dyed in the wool if you want.
Summer wear for Ethan. So if you're also, pardon my language, always fucking cold, knit the long sleeves.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. So there's that one, there's this one, and I have my yarn.
Yes, it's all here now.
So I have...
Thank God.
I have Dear Diary.
I'm traumatized.
I have Dear Diary.
Mm-hmm.
And I have Teal High Twist from Kiwi-Yarn-a.
It's going to be banging.
I'm real excited about
That's going to be beautiful.
I was floundering what to put with it. And then Dear Rebecca came with a bag of joy that contained specifically just 2. There was only 2 in there. Perfect.
Rebecca often comes and solves all our problems,
Yes.
though. Oh, we have a visitor. So we're going to take a little break and come back and tell you the rest of our autumn bloom or Alpine, whatever.
AAA.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll figure it out. Alpine Bloom!
Woo!
Okay. So, yes.
So
You're
I'm
making
making
Alpine
one,
Bloom.
and you're making one.
And we're
Everyone
all
should make
making one.
We have some suggestions.
Yes, we do.
Because, guess what? We got some Spincycle.
Hit it, hoes.
We've got a little bit left. And by the
Emphasis on a little bit.
By the weekend, you know, don't take too long to decide.
Please buy now.
Okay, so we have some combo ideas for you to make an Alpine Bloom.
So I was a big fan of this particular combo from the get-go, which is honestly, and I'm gonna make Emily do something very annoying now, anything with tussock.
Yeah.
So this is Ashley 4-ply in tussock. Anything goes with it in tussock.
This is ranunculus.
Then, if we wanted a moody flower, we could go Mississippi Marsala. Then, if we wanted a super neutral, sexy look, we could go Space Oddity. I'm not looking at the names. If we wanted a beautiful pastel little dream mixed in there, we could go Love Spell. I hope I have the right color because I haven't looked down yet. And then this one is, I have to check this time, Pick Your Poison. Oh, Pick Your Poison.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Do I
also,
like these colors?
hot tip,
Hit me.
the autumn, what is it? Autumn Alpine.
Autumn Alpine.
If you look at the projects, a lot of people have used the newer colors of Spincycle that probably weren't around for the last one. So I found a project with Dear Diary. There's one with this.
I think there's
one
also
with
some.
Perspex.
There's either Overshadow or Overpasses still in stock as
Yes,
well.
a
The
smidge.
Devilish Grin has
Yeah, that
evaporated.
Flew. That flew.
People
That's
love
lovely.
red. Yikes.
Um,
But there are so many great different color combinations that we have here for you.
Like, I wouldn't wear this, but I love this. I mean,
Yeah,
I
that
wouldn't
is-
wear this. I don't wear orange. But
Sometimes you say the craziest things, but look at how good there's no, let's just like make a smorgasbord. Ooh, also. Yeah, so there's no wrong way to celebrate the wonderful joy that is the Alpine Bloom. Yes, see, that is my dark horse pick. When you were looking over there, that is the yarn that I wanted to go with that. It's perfect.
Sorry.
Perfect. Oh,
Just
getting
get
fresh.
Give me.
Yeah, those are also definitely.
Either either.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All
so,
of them.
the good news is we have yarn options. We have yarn options. We can help you. We can help you put together your own thing if you need help with meterage, picking a size, figuring out what spin cycle to use. Email us or put it in the comments below. Or if you're in the Flock online, put it up there. Do whatever you need to do to get in touch with us. We're not so great at smoke signals because we're indoors, but hey, anything else, come in, do an interpretive dance. There's not much floor space, but we'll get the picture, right?
We'll move some chairs, yeah.
Yeah. Move them where?
Into the window.
Right. I have
Outside.
actually done that.
Outside.
I did actually
I know.
move all of them into the window one
Yeah,
day.
it was actually quite good.
I know, except then it made the window look V-cluttered.
Yeah.
Now,
So speaking of Spincycle,
speaking of Spincycle, we have a problem.
there's 2 shades of one problem.
We need to talk about Kevin, which is our cactus. But specifically, we need to talk to you about Purse First and Dear Diary. Now, I don't know Dear Diary. I don't know what Emily came on here to talk to you about this, but I have a very specific and strange request. It's not so much that we have to sell this because we actually need the money out of it. It's just that if you don't buy it,
We will take it all.
that's precious.
We?
I was like, I. Anyway,
It's so pretty.
yeah, breathtaking. The other amazing kind of situation is Spincycle did not have any of one of these. This one. So if you are looking for some purse first, we are your hookup here in New Zealand. Lupa might also have some. I didn't check. I'm a monster.
But don't take too long.
But please don't take too long. It is actually flying out the door. There's a little bit more of the Dear Diary. I have set some aside for myself already, so you're not taking this away from us, but we do genuinely need you to take it home because both of our yarn piles are outrageous. Yeah. Please help us and help yourself. Treat yourself.
What's it? My First Raglan or
Bibliophile. There's no wrong way to approach this particular thing. You know, here's the thing. Maybe you had a tough day at work today. Don't you deserve a treat? Don't you? Maybe.
Treat yourself.
You know, Mercury is in retrograde. Wouldn't this help? And hey, just possibly, you know, it could be a day that ends in Y. And you know what else starts with Y? Yarn. Yes. And so therefore, you should say yes to yarn on any day that ends in Y. Yeah. There we go.
Easy. Yeah. And I don't think we said last week, but we have Afterpay now.
We do have Afterpay. Did we say anything about it? We have Afterpay. And Emily figured out how to put it up all over the website after I started twice and then was like...
I felt very like high tech. I got into the code, I copied and pasted some stuff. I had to find like a weird thing.
Was it just like numbers on the screen?
It was just
Did you feel like
nonsense.
Angelina Jolie in Hackers?
Yes.
Yes. Always here for a good Hackers reference.
To do like a...
When that happens, I always picture myself as Whoopi Goldberg and Jumping Jack Flash. Okay, this is derailed. I don't know what's happened with this episode.
One more thing
oh God. What? Oh, these are actually important and exciting. I ordered them months ago and they finally came. Sorry. This is like one of my favorite knitting tools of all times, and I can't believe I forgot about this. So there is a company called Floops, and they make an item called a Phlox. Now, usually you can't get these very easily, and I kind of thought that they were made for a specific company, which is funny. I thought they were made for Stephen and Penelope, and they're not. Anyone can order them. So we did. We got a sample order to try, so there are a selection of all sorts of random colors because it was less expensive for me to bring them in. And then I also got some hot pink ones that are just hot pink.
I did separate them on the website, so you can specifically buy hot pink or you can buy assorted.
We're Get Flocked, and we love hot pink. And so do
they're
you.
Phlox.
They're Phlox. I know, it just came together so perfectly. So these are a great little tool. They're a flexible in the middle with a really well-made bamboo end on either end. You can twist them around and use them as stitch holders. You can use them for literally anything you can think of. I tend to use them for I-cord cast-ons because they're grippy. And essentially, you should get some.
In the listing, there is links to videos and pictures of like how to use them. And there's like 10 different ways you can use them.
I have 2, and now I'm gonna have 4. And that means I'm gonna have 2 at work and 2 at home, and life will be complete. So, please. Treat yourself. But honestly, they just make things easier. It's definitely a thing. It's a lesson that took me years and years and years to learn. Having every single tool you can possibly think of for your knitting does actually make it easier, to the point where it makes it a more enjoyable process. And for all of you watching from home, hopefully, unless there's avid other industry people watching a podcast from the south of New Zealand, which weird, we should have the things that make life easier for us, because this is a hobby and it should be fun. So get some Phlox from Floops from us at Get Flocked.
And that won't be confusing at all.
It's super clear. Super clear.
Just fleur. Just remember fleur.
Fleur. So you can find all of this and much, much more on our website. And if you need anything from us, you know how to get in touch, hopefully, which I've said 3 or 4 times today, but getflockknitting@gmail.com. Thank you so much for being with us. This has been the world's greatest organizational feat of an episode. Maybe have a strong drink of some sort, like maybe a really strong coffee or possibly something alcoholic if that's your jam, before you watch this episode, which I put at the end.
It's too late, yeah.
Well, they'll find it eventually. They could rewatch. Go back and rewatch this. Turn it into a drinking game. I don't know. Okay. All right. Anything else?
No.
Okay, well, I'm going to use my watch and I'm going to turn off this camera and then we're going to go because it's night and people will be showing up. All right. In the words of our ancestors, bye!